sitting next to us. And he should have left a sign, I guess, on his chair today that said, "Gone fishing."
Well, I bet he did go fishing. That's serious business
There's
for Mick.
Mick.
There you are. Hi.
Well, we've got a serious breakthrough in the world of fishing, especially tournament fishing. There's a new fishing line out that is, well, basically unbreakable, or at least it's a heck of a lot tougher to break than it used to be. I'm with professional fisherman George Skiniotes, and we've been out here about 10 minutes. George's already caught 2 bass in our little pond out here. George caught one, and I get to reel it in. This is the really fun part of fishing. George, you tell us about the 2 new lines, and I'm going to reel in this fish that you just caught.
Well, the first thing we're dealing with is a line that is, like Mick said, virtually unbreakable. Mick's fishing with a 50-pound test line with about half the diameter of a 20-pound monofilament line right now. And he's got about 50 pounds worth of weeds on this particular little bass. Let me see if I can give him a hand and get it off here.
Give me the microphone. Get my fish off that line. Now, I just caught this bass. This is the new line, and we have some videotape. Let's go to this videotape that you can see. The old monofilament line is on the left, or the closest one to you, and the new line is the braided line, and that's really what makes it stronger, is it not, George? That the fact that this stuff is braided, it's not just one piece.
That's correct. It's got a special fiber in it that they braid with some other fibers, I believe, and the line is very similar to the old braided Dacrons or braided nylon lines, but it is definitely a step in the right direction, a step in high technology as far as fishing's concerned.
Go ahead and cast this one out again, George. We've got just about a minute left. We'll see if George can catch a fish in 1 minute. Maybe he can catch one of the 2 he's already caught out here in just a few seconds. First, though, he's got to get the weeds off there. George, is this thing here to stay, or is this a fad?
I think it's here to stay. One of the reasons I really like it is a lot of the women, my wife fishes tournaments with me, and a lot of women don't have the strength to really give a good hook set, and this line doesn't stretch really at all. Basically no stretch whatsoever in it, and without having any stretch in it, it really affords the women and the young kids a lot more power on their hook set. And I think it'll be here to stay. I really do.
This is a breakthrough then.
Definitely.
All right, professional fisherman George Skiniotes, give him one more cast before we kick it back to the studio. We have a new breakthrough in fishing. If you just joined us, it's a new line. It's even smaller than the old line, but much more stronger. In fact, an 80-pound test line is about equivalent to about a 25-pound line. Right?
Basically 25-pound test, yes.
All right, we're reporting out here in back of the 5 Alive studios at Pond 5. Back to you guys.
I bet he weighs his fish with the weeds on the line to make them heavier. Mick, that is.
Now we know what we're having for dinner.
Yeah.
Weeds and fish.
Weeds, mostly weeds. We'll be right back in a minute.